everybody. Welcome back to the Frozen Frontier. The party has backed out of the dungeon, the crypt.
Yes, I did close the secret door.
Right.
Again.
You've backed out of the crypt, and you're now once again in the town.
So we head back up to the temple. Is Captain Hughes, the builders, and the couple of soldiers that came with us safe and sound?
Captain Hughes and one of the soldiers are standing right at the top of the staircase, and they see you guys coming out battered, bloodied, like chunks missing from your armor. And she's like, "What the hell happened? It was quiet down there."
There's the foul stench of the undead in these crypts.
It's bloody haunted.
But it means that whatever's looted the entirety of this place hasn't got down there, so there could well be wealth and treasure to find. We'll heal up for a day or two and head back in. She knows what it means to be a real hero now, but I don't need to say anything. The atmosphere is palpable.
Yeah, you guys head back out. You can see people have set to work. You've only been in there maybe half an hour, so the situation on the surface hasn't changed much from when you were last up here.
I don't want to... The events of last time still fresh in the mind. I don't want to outstep my position of command, but I would just like to ensure that Hughes has got watches set up and she's got that all sorted out.
It's all working just as well as you could have ever wanted it to.
I don't need to gather firewood. I could just relax.
Nope. You guys can just take some R&R.
Yeah, so Neal, would it be reasonable to say that I put the dragon leather on the ship? Because I did say that I wanted to finish it up when we came down. And then it got a little bit muddled because we were like, oh, we're not actually moving yet, but we're doing this scouting.
So it's with you, definitely.
Yeah, okay, so I'll spend those R&R days just kind of putting those, because they're all finished, I'm just going to start putting them together and like stitching everything into one big piece.
Sure, it'll take a week of work to do so.
Yes, and I can do that over I can get 3 days done and then do another 4 later.
Yeah, that's fine. The individual pieces should be done a week at a time, but putting it all together, you can break those days up, no problem. William, I've given you the letter that should have shown up last week, but we skipped too much time for me to write it.
Yeah, okay.
And by the end of this session, hopefully you guys will have come up with a requisition order that you wanted to have sent out last week.
Yes.
That will have arrived last week.
Let's do that over the third break.
Yeah. Just as a reminder that that's something we ought to do. So here you are. Everyone is resting, relaxing. Some of the soldiers are coming up and looking at you guys. One of the unnamed soldiers, comes over and looks carefully at William and goes, "What the hell happened? It was so quiet down there."
A silence bubble. You can't hear anything through it or in it.
Christ.
Foul
Blessed
magics.
Mother.
We encountered some terrible things. It's not worth talking about.
Is it safe to go down? He
No.
says, like, stepping towards it. No?
Not in the slightest. There are ghosts.
Ghosts, undead knights.
These, I think crimson mists is what they're called. Those vapors that suck the blood out of your body.
Oh yeah, those.
So,
What, you never heard the horror stories as a kid, Grimes? Perhaps it's an elven legend.
The Legend of the Crimson Mist. Sounds elven.
do you want me to read this letter out for chat? I don't think I read it to the party, but I will read it for chat.
Okay, read it for chat. Party, tend to cover your ears.
And so I would have got this before we came down here, right?
Right.
So I think my mood has been maybe slightly more sullen than I've been acting it. So the letter says, to Captain Marshall, the Crown appreciates your contribution to the war effort. As the campaigning season draws to a close, Harfill has been raised, effectively giving us the fertile southern half of Mistrea. Furthermore, their king has been overthrown by one of their own, Lord Gilder. I fear it will be a brutal winter for the north with mass starvations. Come spring, I doubt they will be unable to continue the war. Don't take this as a sign as you can take a break, however. The siege of Old Verdun continues, and to field enough soldiers, we've had to reduce internal security, which has resulted in an uptick of crime and monster attacks. We will need to spend the winter focusing on the home front. Melissa has taken ill with a fever that has lasted a fortnight. I have the finest doctors that money can buy caring for her, and I have sent for a Matavan cleric. She's in good hands, but could use your prayers. Forgive the brevity of this letter, but other matters demand my attention. May all the gods bless you, Richard. So I think I would have gone to speak to Yaramir at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not now. It's probably when we were on the ship.
Sure.
Yaramir, can I have a word with you for a second?
Sure.
I've heard that my wife is ill. She has a fever. I've seen many people die from fevers. This letter says she's been like this for a fortnight. And I try and judge the reaction on his face. How?
Could be many things. Some fevers take a while to pass. I am sure you are a wealthy man. You have estate at your command. I am sure you have a capable doctor who is attending her. If you have good doctors and you have attention, many fevers will pass. It really depends. Fever is symptom of something else. It depends on what is causing fever. If thing that is causing fever is very, very bad, could be dead. Could be bad times. If fever is caused by normal things, she'll be fine.
They've sent for a cleric from Matava.
Oh, why Matava? Very strange choice. That probably is bad. Clerics usually not required to treat fever. I treated fever for many years in villages without the use of clerical magic. So if it is beyond the ability of your doctors, I might be very worried.
Perhaps it's just a contingency plan. I'm a wealthy man. I'm sure.
Without consulting with a doctor would be hard to know. What other symptoms does wife have? Perhaps she has little bumps across her skin, large rashes, I don't know. Perhaps she has hair loss. That would be a bad sign.
I shake my head and say, I'm not sure. Thanks for your counsel.
Anytime. Yeah, hopefully she gets better. Pray many times, I guess, if you are praying man.
So I will be praying. I'll be praying.
So, you guys have some time. How many days are you going to rest?
So we get 3 HP a day now?
3 HP day.
All right. So we spend that first night sleeping, I guess, and then we start the healing days right after that, because we went down at night, right?
Right. Okay, well, hold on. Actually, before we go into how many days you're going to rest, Grimes, buddy.
You're muted, Ryan, by the way. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is there any temptation on your part to go sneak down into the crypt while everyone's resting and go take a look at that treasure room?
It's like you read my mind. Actually, yeah, that was my first thought as we were walking away, as they were sealing that secret door up in front of me. But no, I don't think anything.
You're not going to do it? This is the
I'm
first
at 5
time
HP
in
myself.
a year and a half, a little more than a year and a half, probably 2 years actually, that you've actually had treasure that you could get to before anyone else, and you could hide it, and it could be all yours.
I think this is what Grimes thinks to himself as he lies awake that night. Not totally understanding why waiting one day. We're not even going to heal up in one day.
No.
Just as well when we go exploring it tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think Grimes gets much sleep that night. But
Well, I think I'm not
gonna split the party.
Okay.
I would argue we should wait a week, because then I can finish your armor, and even then, I'm not going to heal the full with a whole week of healing.
Yeah. I say 5 days at least we wait. Because we don't know that the temple's not going to get attacked over the next day or two. So I say that we wait it out, make sure that the ground's safe, and heal up a bit and go back in.
Okay.
So 5 days.
Ferris pushes for a week, because then he can finish your armor and you can test it out.
Okay, 7 then. Yeah. I inform Hughes that a lot of what we do is waiting around, healing up. And I proceed to sleep for 7 days.
She understands. They all understand. You guys look like hell.
Yeah.
So,
I don't particularly look like hell. I heal up pretty much in a day.
All right. Yaramir is not looking like
Yaramir
everyone else.
already looked like hell.
Yaramir just
They're
thinks
perfectly
that's
happy to
always
leave
looks like
everywhere
hell.
for a week.
All right, so you guys have a week while this armor is made, and while everyone will gain 6 times 3 HP.
We get our con bonus
plus their
added.
con.
Is it con bonus per day or
No.
con bonus total?
No,
Per
just
week.
one overall con bonus.
Okay, so I get 22 then.
It should be 18 plus your con bonus, right? Because it's 6 days. You rest for
Correct.
7 days.
We're resting for a week, so 7 days
Right,
would
but
be
that
21.
first day you don't get any HP back.
But that's overnight. We only rested up that night.
Okay,
basically.
so you're
I
resting
assume we
7
were doing
days
7 full
after the
days,
first
yeah.
day. Cool. So that should be 21 plus your con bonus for HP after a week.
Okay.
Nice.
Jaromir, buddy.
Yep.
This is how are you feeling as a man who was raised by clerics and who has been investigating death and your own magical powers and all these like weird things, and here you are in a crypt with bizarre monsters that are clearly what's going through your mind?
I don't know. I'm interested to see the kind of the question I was asking you at the end of last session. I'm interested to see the rites used here, to see if they match what I've seen in my upbringing in Matava. See if this is a different culture or not. I imagine that over the course of my experience, like it probably involved talking with a cleric about undead, or at least there's something in scripture that's talked about undead. I don't think that Jaromir is particularly fascinated by undeath or necromancy. Necromancy is to him just another aspect of magic, so he's interested in that way, right? Like there's obviously arcane power down here. Perhaps like many other times throughout Caledonia, he can use it, he can harness it in some way and increase his own, right? He seems to, every time Jaromir gains more power here, it seems like he learns a little bit more about himself, right? So that interests him, but specifically specifically religion-wise, it's more an academic interest. He's interested to see if it's different, and if it is, can he use it in some way, right, to help him obtain more understanding or more power, right? I don't think undead particularly give him the willies. They're just, to him, they're just like they're no different than the snow elemental he created. They're powered by arcane energy. They just happen to use dead pieces of bone or flesh or spirit rather than ice and sticks and coal, you know? I think he's more concerned about scouting out this town, right? Like we're in this like swamp area and we're supposed to be trying to figure out whether or not we can build a fort here safely. But he doesn't feel comfortable ranging out and around without the beefy boys with him.
Okay, cool. A few days begin to pass. The fort is slowly getting constructed. They've decided to use the temple as kind of a base within the fort. So they're going to build walls around the already existing
straight up
temple
building
walls.
it without thinking? Okay. I
mean,
thought we were here to scout it out.
Oh, that's right.
No,
You haven't decided if this is the spot you wanted to build it or not, right?
I
Well,
still have a hard time imagining that with whatever many dozen soldiers milling about for a week that they wouldn't be like fortifying the area. I mean, maybe they're not building walls, but why not? Why not put up a palisade wall while you've got the manpower and the trees?
Well, I guess there's a difference between building a palisade wall and then building our
fort, yeah.
Yeah, but
so I think
have,
yeah, go ahead.
have the men been like ranging around the town? Have we?
Yeah,
we haven't been
they've been
attacked by
scouring.
anything.
No attacks yet. Actually, I have to roll for attacks for the whole week. But there's been no sign of anything thus far. The first order of operations is to close the hole in the roof. And so there's like felling of trees and planing the logs, the trees into boards to kind of make a rooftop that'll work, and then covering it with branches and everything to keep the snow out, to create this actual stone building that you can reside in with a wooden patch on the top. And then the
Right,
next
because the
step would be-
carpenters haven't showed up yet, right?
No, they're here with you. You've got an entire work
Okay,
crew
and I think
waiting
we're
for you.
already paying them, so they might as well just be working while they're here on
Yeah,
call.
I think if there's no attacks in the first week, then we.
And I feel like
think-
this probably goes up without the party's like getting complete bed rest, and meanwhile, business goes. Life
We
goes
had
on.
a shipment of stuff come in and out, like off screen, right?
Right.
So can I have little crystal beads?
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully by the end of this session, or like between this session and next, we can get the whole requisition list that you wanted.
Yeah. Then I want to experiment with my little layman's hut and the workers and see if they can if we can figure out what happens when we put it on the snow and can they build a structure around it quickly and securely? Does things pass through the hut? Right. I think we spend a week examining the limitations of a hut.
Okay.
Yeah. So if there's no attacks in the first week and the town seems relatively, abandoned, and we've got the guys here, I think that we begin building the fort, like you said, secure the temple, build the wall around it.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does the week pass relatively uneventfully?
It does.
Okay. So Ferris finishes up that armor.
You just
Yeah,
have
the
the
dragons.
body section, right?
Yes, just the body section.
And it's
says-
quality.
22.
Okay.
And it says, William, try this on really fast.
You made it for me. Does it fit me?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow, Forrest, this looks great.
Yeah, no, it probably looks slick as hell. It's just straight up white scaled armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks neat.
Is it light?
It is. It's surprisingly light and supple. It'll provide you with +3 to AC and +6 to warmth.
What is chainmail body?
+5 to AC.
No, that's arms and body.
The
Oh.
body's 3. I think it's the equivalent of chainmail.
It is the equivalent of chainmail with the warmth of halfway between leather and hide.
Nice.
Marvelous.
It's just a chest piece, right?
Right.
So it should be plus.
And I think we tested out a little bit with Ferris, probably punching William's armor a little bit with his gloves on, and then he switched over to the other, and we put it through some stress tests to make sure that it's all.
I'm looking at the cold set. A set of leather armor gives 8.
That's for a full suit. That's
that's not just chest
plate,
and limbs.
leg pieces, arm pieces.
Yeah, that's all of it.
Right, yeah. So arms and limbs and everything. So I would expect that to be 5 points of warmth for the core and 3 for the limbs, right?
Probably.
Isn't this just a breastplate? So doesn't he still have chainmail on his arms?
Sure.
Yeah.
So it'll give what did I say? 5 points of warmth.
You said 6 points of warmth.
6 points of warmth.
That's
6 points of warmth. Yeah.
Okay. So I
for
get
for just the. I don't understand.
Just the
okay.
chest, right? Because a full suit of leather is chest and limbs. So if a full suit gives 8, the chest of a leather armor would probably give 5, and the limbs would probably give 3. Is my rationale. So this is slightly better than leather armor. So the chest will give 6, and the limbs will give 4.
And my chainmail chest did what?
0.
So it's 6 extra warmth.
I believe so.
Nice.
Do you have something on over it? Do you have
Yeah. I do. I've got a heavy cloak, which I think is my whole
And he
body.
potentially could also put arm warmers on or something,
Right.
like sleeves.
Mhm.
So you're giving. So that's making this chest piece better than
this.
an equivalent leather chest.
Yes, it is slightly better than an equivalent
It's
leather.
the equivalent of chainmail and AC, and it's the equivalent of
A little bit better than leather for warmth.
Yeah. But I'd still
It's
need to wear.
unless Neal misunderstood the warmth thing, that's a massive buff. Yeah. So that's a great piece of equipment.
Yes,
I'm
it's
already
a great piece of equipment.
yes.
Mhm.
I'm
And
already
William,
wearing.
I can probably make it better now that I've had some experience. If we have a decent amount of downtime, we have Sleet's body frozen off in a cave that we've sealed off with a big wall of ice.
Yeah. Can make more. Can you make the arms and legs?
Not right now. It'd take me a few months.
Well, you could.
Yes, in the future. I have. I think I haven't made the pieces, but I have the raw materials to make it.
Great.
I think you used up
I took
all
enough
of the
for
raw
3
mat-
full sets. I made 3 full body pieces, so I can make 3 full limb sets.
Right, but you made multiple checks with each of the body pieces, remember?
Yeah, because the body has 3 subsections.
Right, but each of those subsections you made multiple checks on.
No, I made 3 of each subsection because I have enough for 3 full sets of armor.
So then you should have 3 checks for each limb then.
Yes.
Okay.
So
cool.
Limbs are limbs 1 or 2 sub
2
pieces.
subpieces. Yeah.
So I'd have 6 checks total making the limbs.
Right.
Okay, so to be clear, because I'm already wearing a heavy cloak over my whole body, so I don't think it does any more warmth than that, right?
No, it would count. It's plus 6 to your warmth.
Yeah, your cloak stacks with your armor.
Yeah.
Great.
And when
Great.
I get a chance, I want to kill like a yeti or another polar bear, and I want to make you a cloak out of it because I want to camo you in that snow.
Yeah. What's the weight, Neal? If a chainmail chest is 15, what's this way?
15.
So it doesn't. It's no less heavy than chainmail. Okay.
Sorry, wait, what's the weight?
15
15.
pounds.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So I
let's
guess
get
it's just
back
a
down
warmth
and get the treasure.
buff.
And
But,
an
yeah,
AC
that's
buff.
nice.
Or
Not for him.
Weight,
He already had chain.
a weight reduction and warmth buff.
No,
It's
it's
the
not
same
weight. It's
weight.
the same weight.
You said
Same
it's
weight as
15,
chainmail.
15.
The chainmail chest should be. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the full suit of leather is 15. No, a full
Yeah.
suit of chain should weigh 40.
Yes.
Yeah, but just
yeah.
the chest is
Yeah.
15.
The chest
chain-
should be more than 15. That should be like the bulk of the armor.
It's not. It's 15. Limbs are 25. I'm looking at the thing.
Huh.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
the limbs
backwards.
No, because the limbs cover way like the total volume of chain around the limbs is more than the volume of chain around your chest.
So
It's my surface area though, right? Is where
Right.
all the weight's going to come from, and I feel like there's probably more around the torso, isn't there?
So
Oh,
it's
no.
if the full weight is 15 relative to chainmail, which is 40, it's 15 over
It should
40
be the same
times.
weight as a leather chest. I just have to look up what leather chest is.
Oh no, I've got that.
Okay.
9.
Leather chest is 9. Okay.
Okay, yeah, there you go. So it should be a weight buff and a warmth
Okay.
buff over
Yeah, so
chainmail.
you're gonna drop 25 pounds once we get it fully made for you.
Yeah.
When do we all get some of those?
When we have like a year of downtime.
Or when you hire a carpenter, a leather worker to do it for you.
Yeah, I could teach you. I could teach you.
That's a good point. Maybe that's worth doing now. We could deck out this whole fort in chain and dragon scale armor.
Well, there's only so much we can cut off Sleet. Like he's big, but he's probably not like whole fort big.
maybe.
maybe
Those
not
other
full fort,
dragons
but-
down here.
But it's definitely 3 PCs big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't really need it because mine is I have +3 leather already.
Right. Okay. Well, it's 2 PCs big at least.
Yes.
All right, let's go back and get the treasure. It's been a week, right? The fort's building. Let's go.
Okay. Fort is under construction. No sign of monsters yet. It's a cold town. You've had people go check down by the river. It looks like there are lots of like icebergs and ice flows in it, and it's kind of broken up. And sometimes pieces break off, and other times it freezes over. It looks like the river is not really traversable by a boat. Maybe by like a rowboat, you could get up and around it, but it would still be difficult going with a lot of like ice under the water. Although the worker here, in charge of the foreman, in charge of the operation of building the fort, looks at that and he goes, ice is only growing so quickly. You get someone, a dedicated crew out here, you could probably like clear the ice from the river bit by bit, slowly make it traversable if you had a dedicated crew to work on it.
Sounds worth doing. When we get the rest of the men down here.
Before we go back into the dungeon, can I clear one thing up with you? There's additional quality to the armor if I roll a 25 or a 30.
Yes.
Is that like +1 to AC? Is that like better armor bonus, or is it
The only way to find out what it will be is to make it.
to make it? Okay.
Okay. For the purposes of versus bronze, does this still count as iron?
No.
So it's actually worse, I see.
Depends.
Specific context.
Not against monsters, doesn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Looks badass though, so I'm taking it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Back into the fort. Not fort.
Yeah. First thing we do is we check that secret door.
Yeah, I take head again.
Let me change the music.
Shh. Wait for everyone to catch up.
Yeah.
William, it's that sconce on the wall right there. You can't hear me. We're in a bubble of silence.
I can see it. The corridor's open.
Yeah, you turn the
No,
sconce on
I
the wall.
resealed it. I specifically said that I closed
I know,
it,
but
but I
So-
reopen it.
You guys reseal, turn it, hop on in. I don't have like visual assets for you for what's in here, so I'm just gonna describe it to you.
Okay, I'll get notepad out.
All my things. There's all my things. Is Yarmir coming into the room with everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to make
Come
sure
on, Greg.
I know where everyone is.
I'm reading my spells. Give me a break.
There's nothing to see.
There's
It's a 15 by 15 room with no art assets in it.
Yes. It's not super exciting.
We're gonna have to do this dungeon theater of the mind, guys.
In this room, there are. This looks to all of you like a priest's closet. There are priestly burial tools like cloths, oil, makeup, incense, little burners. Most of it's all like wasted away and destroyed by this point in time. There is a nice fat book. There is a map that is stuck to the wall with like little thumbtacks.
Ooh.
It looks like a map of the crypt. And there are some vials of stuff. You know, it's like priestly things. It looks like all the tools that you would need to bury people in the crypt are available here. I will hand you guys the map. It is written in Caledonian, so only Yaromir can read it.
But we do get the layout.
Right.
Everyone.
I will give everyone access to an illegible version of this, and then I will give Yaromir access to a legible version.
Wow.
So he can do whatever he wants. There you
Jeez,
go.
wingdings.
It's in your handouts.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see it.
I see it.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, wow, this place is pretty big.
Yeah.
Yep.
The secret door is not on here. Or the priest's quarters isn't on here.
You make anything of this, Yaromir?
Let me
What
look at it.
symbols did you use for this language, Neal? What am I looking at?
You're looking at wingdings, my friend. Wingdings.
All right.
I recognize that one in the top right, though.
Are the letters on there? Does it really have a key?
No, you should also have access to a legible version that you can just read like English.
Right. But it literally is like a key. It looks like the map I would use to run this dungeon.
Neal, chat wants a version of the map.
I'm trying to get it to work up for them.
Okay.
So you say a key, like the stuff on the bottom?
Yeah, like you have room B, King's Guardians.
Absolutely,
Right.
yeah,
Pop,
that's
Kelvis,
all
Kelvis,
there.
Kelvis. C, Burial Hall. D, Burial Hall. Stair.
Yes, that's what this map says. It has a key and everything for you.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, so the priest knows where everyone's buried, right?
Yeah.
I
like
don't
someone
think it's
comes like,
where
I wanna
everyone's
visit-
buried. I think it's like broken down by religion. The Northwest Burial Hall, the one above the room we were in, is for Martha, right? The one to the right of that is for Astaire. The one south of the room we were in is for Malchus. The one to the right of that is for Veracity,
Why
right?
is Malchus's chamber so large? Are there that many?
This is a hand-drawn map, so...
Yeah, I imagine they're probably very similar. Usually people keep the four major gods.
Why would anyone be interred under
the name
such
of
auspicious signs?
Under the god
Yeah.
of death, you know, the one that is responsible for passing between the world of the
That's-
living and the world of the dead. Yeah, why would we ever bury anyone and worship death? We have the
I
priest
agree. Gods are
hall.
stupid.
There's a priest burial hall to the like little squarey dinky bit to the north of where we were in previously, and then the bit that's around the corner from that and then leads into what looks like a human taking a squat is the reflection chamber. It says, I don't know what that'll do.
Well, Yaromir, let's start with Martha, top left, right? Left
Yeah,
out
Martha's
of the
the
room.
top left.
Left where we saw the mist.
What is interesting though is this room isn't on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there may
that's
be
right.
other hidden rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Remember the trap. And Neal, can we just traverse the trap safely, please?
If you can mark to me where the trap is.
Oh my god, okay.
Do you know where the trap is?
It was the square after the third sconce.
It's the square that Grimes is standing on right now, actually.
That was
Yeah,
not the third sconce, okay.
Yeah, but
I fall and die.
Yeah, it's the fourth sconce. So, Grimes, just give me a dex check here, buddy. This is a trap that you should, once you stop forgetting the location of it, it'll be fine. You're good.
I know where
Just-
it is.
just
I'll point it
barely.
out for him.
You know where it is.
Well, but
Grimes,
it's in silence.
yeah, it's in silence.
Oh.
All right,
I
so
like
you guys
step
can
on
make
it and
it.
jump back, and
You can make it pass without too much problem.
is there anything? There's a sconce in the wall here, right?
Right, and it turns left and right.
Oh, so I probably don't want to mount anything to this sconce.
It's just right next to the sconce, right? The square, like 5 feet ahead, or 2.5 feet, I guess, ahead of the sconce. You start going into pitfall territory.
All right, we go back into the skeleton room.
Yep. I want to check these sarcophagi really fast. I want to make sure there
Yeah.
are no skeletons inside these sarcophagi.
No,
Me
their
too.
lids are still off, and the contents is empty.
Okay, no treasure.
No treasure.
Actually, speaking of, I want to go back to that pitfall trap really fast and take a look down into the pit and make sure that the skeletons are all still down there.
They are.
Excellent.
Thank God for that. All right.
Yep. And we go.
All right, we're going. Yaromir, get up here. You still looking at your spells, Greg?
Yeah.
Do you want to? Should we wait a minute?
No, it's fine. I'll just do it as we go. Where are you?
Just in the skeleton room.
Yep.
But we're moving on. Right, we're going north now.
Yeah, so we're going top left first.
Yeah. I try this sconce, Neal.
It's stuck on the wall. It's just chilling.
Okay. Grimes, stay back.
Should we set that as an auto do? Like anytime we see a sconce, we're gonna try like pushing it up and down and twisting it side to side.
I'd rather you specify when you do it and when you don't.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
So actually, let me try all 4 of these sconces really fast then.
Okay.
No movement. I
No.
pull them up and down, twist
No.
side to side, move them side
One
to
of
side.
them like comes out of the fitting and just like comes into your hand.
Well,
but-
toss it down on the ground, loud clang. Start moving north.
Still checking the floor with my sword, by the way, Neal.
It all seems to be fine.
All right, so this is the Martha burial
You
chamber.
have the 10-foot stick, right, Neal? Or right, Nick?
Nah, fuck that.
No, I think I would have
They
taken.
went the other way, Yarmir.
I went the wrong way. Sorry.
I don't know who's going the right way, but they went that way.
This is Martha. I say to Yaramir. So this is the Martha burial chamber.
Can I zoom out
That's
on
what he
this?
said.
Yeah, I think so. It looks like it.
Are there bodies in the walls here?
It's over to the
Yes.
left.
As you're looking into this room, you can see that the walls are slotted with 3 sections where corpses are entombed horizontally.
So going back to my question from the end of last stream, do the rites used here look the same as the rites we are accustomed to?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
It looks very different here. Everyone has, it's hard to see with all the time that has passed, but there's clearly like signs of makeup on the face that you would never have used, and the bodies look to be placed in a very particular manner with their wrists crossing over their navels. It looks a little funky, and they all seem to be dressed in the same kind of like dingy gray clothes, but maybe that's just the rotting effect of time, you know?
If I were to have any expertise, it would probably be in Martha, because that was the like kind of cult-like culture I was raised in, right? I might have less knowledge than everyone else. But does this maybe it's instead of being a different culture, maybe it's just not modern, right? Is this like an older preparation in the way of Martha?
How much experience does Yarmir have with like the old ways of things? You have like an ancient history proficiency, don't you?
I do.
Yes.
No, not ancient history. I have lots of other stuff. I pass on ancient history to get folklore instead.
Okay. Why don't you make me an intelligence check to see what you remember about the way that people buried people like 2,000 years ago?
It is a 32.
So you have heard and seen burials from thousands of years ago, and this is not really similar to anything that you've seen in Matava. This looks like culturally significantly different.
Okay, very interesting.
How have you seen 1,000-year-old burials?
I was
Out of character.
essentially raised by the Church of Martha.
And so
I-
there are thousands of
I
year old
was
crypts.
groomed to be the aid to the high priests or the high priestesses, since it's all female culture.
Yeah, why would that be 1,000-year-old?
Because
You're
mean,
saying they're
that's-
old traditions.
Because in Matava there are still crypts that are thousands of years old that he's probably visited and
Yeah.
looked
Okay.
into. Yeah.
Yeah, but he hasn't seen the rituals. He's seen the
The
Right,
results.
two. Okay,
Yeah.
Yes. And the results do not match.
So I walk down the burial chamber, checking
There's a
for.
thing at the end of it. There's
Okay,
a little
what is that?
statue. It is a statue of Martha, actually. Where is my-
How little is it?
It's a silver statue about yay big of the mother Martha feeding a baby. It's made out of silver.
Like how? Grimes. What would this be worth?
It could be magical, Yarmi, or do you have any way of
Is-
detecting that?
I don't know. Is it worth your eternal soul to desecrate a?
I thought you said the gods had
Human-
abandoned this continent, Grimes.
The equation depends on how much it's worth.
Let me do the math. What is my appraisal check? So what is it? It's like a statue of a.
Yeah, it's a
person?
statue about yay big about the goddess of Martha. Goddess Martha.
My appraisal. So it's a likeness of a human woman.
Yeah, yes, but it is clearly like
With-
the visage of the goddess Martha.
Well, yeah, she has an outstanding bosom. Yeah, but it's yeah, anthropomorphized version of the goddess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. She's always anthropomorphized, I guess, except in the stars.
But where's my? Yeah, I'm not too bright. 10.
What are you wafting there, Neal?
This room gets really hot, and I had the door shut, so I'm trying to get some airflow into it.
Yeah, so I can't appraise it. I mean, it's of religious significance. It's not. What's it made out of, Neal?
Silver.
Silver. I mean, so it's made out of silver, so it's only semi-precious, but perhaps.
Yaramir, would these corpses have been buried with their valuables?
It's difficult to say. It seems to have been done by different culture. In our land, no. Their valuables would not be with them, but it is possible here. I would imagine the valuables of some priests or common folk would be quite insignificant. I do not believe it would be worth raiding the resting place of these people for small coin.
When these people died, the priests in Arcadia were quite wealthy indeed, enough to gather the ire of the gods themselves. Perhaps the ones in Caledonia were even richer, given the fate that befell this area.
Perhaps, but you speak of clerical power, magic. I do not necessarily believe this to be what we are looking at.
Well, I say we leave it for now. If we find nothing else, maybe you've got some other tricks to work out if there's anything important buried with them. But for now, let's move on.
Can I?
You don't want it.
Whatever.
Don't want to want Neal.
You don't want the statue, is what I'm saying. You're not taking the statue.
Yeah, right. So I failed my appraisal check, but it sounds like it's not valuable in and of itself. It's only if it has some sort of. I mean, it's a steel idol. Or sorry, silver idol.
Right. So like, there's some intrinsic art value of it, but there's probably no like.
I would imagine that it's quite valuable, given that it's a religious statue from ancient Caledonia.
But it's not, having failed an appraisal check and not knowing the finer details, it doesn't look like it's worth tearing off the wall of a temple.
It looks like 2 pounds of silver, which is about 1,000 copper worth of material at the base.
So it's a really tiny statue.
Yeah, it's about yay big.
I thought this was like a life-size statue.
No. It's about like yay big. It's a small little.
So what is it sitting on?
It's sitting on a little pedestal.
What is the pedestal like?
It is carved out of the same stone that the rest of this crypt is carved out of. It's got like a fluted sides and a Corinthian top and base.
Is it resting inside of the wall, or is it set apart separately?
There's a little alcove that this is built into, and then it sits away from the wall and just on this pedestal.
Is the statue just rests upon it? Mm-hmm. Is there grooves along the inside of the pedestal, as if it were depressed?
There are grooves on the columns of the pedestal, on the column of the pedestal, yes.
But not on the top itself.
No.
So if Yaramir is staying here to inspect it with a light source,
yes,
right?
with a light source.
I guess I'll stick around and keep looking at it. Can I guess I'm not expecting it to be cursed, so I guess I'll continue to inspect it and try to touch it, manipulate it, see if there's any triggers.
Nope.
It
can move it around. You can lift it right up. It's not even stuck to anything.
Oh, really?
What are they doing in that forest?
How heavy is it?
It's 2 pounds.
I don't know. They're looking at the statue. Maybe Yarmir's fallen to something. I don't. Just let them do their thing.
Would it be untoward to, right, like touching a statue in a church? But it's Martha, right? She's not.
Probably not the worst thing you could do. Like, people often.
Do I know,
in
Neal?
some cultures, it is not unreasonable to kiss a statue or to hold it in your hand.
Yeah,
right. So handling the statue, I don't think would give you any qualms.
I think that idea probably comes to my mind, and I'll lift. I will probably lift the statue. I was thinking to
Can I get perception checks from the whole party?
Yes.
Oh no.
Nope.
Perception 14.
Cool.
Probably makes sense.
Guys back in the hallway, you're like, what are these guys doing back there? Why are they so slow? Yaramir and Grimes, when Grimes lifts the statue, You begin to hear rustling of bodies in the walls.
Of course. Martha, why have you forsaken me?
And I would like initiative rolls.
All right.
Let me that's fine.
Neal, what time of day is it? Like, Ferris would have pushed to go in at night because we don't really give a shit what time of day it is when we're underground, but I guess that's up to the party.
We
If
can
you want-
discuss.
If he's explained that's how his sword works, then I
Yeah,
will
like now that
be
we
happy
know,
to do
that
it.
would, like, it's one thing to not go outside at night. That would make sense to stay in the day there, but like we're in a
Okay,
dungeon.
yeah.
Doesn't matter what
Yeah,
time
yeah.
it is
Right.
for us.
That's fine. Okay.
What have they done, Faris?
Grimes, you're the first one to go.
I mean, where am I hearing these noises coming from?
It sounds like some of the bodies that are entombed in the walls are beginning to move.
Yeah, I think I put the statue back down, giving Martha a quick kiss. And I guess I go to look, and yeah, I think when the statue's back down, look, I put it back. Do they stop rustling, or is the rustling?
I mean, the rustling continues, but they might just be unrustling, which still makes noise.
Let's get out of here, Yarmir. And I drawing my phase blade, although I just created a token. There we go. I probably had to sheet it to pick up the statue, but I
Yeah.
go phased again, and I like grab Yarmir, and we make to retreat.
Where is the like most recent? Where's the most like not recent, but like near
Prominence.
coming from?
Right there.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'd like to
that's-
just kind of step up to that square, right? Since I'm moving next, I assume.
Yeah.
Does it move before me?
No, no.
Okay.
Are you coming? with me? I think I'm leaving.
And I think I
Is that
just
all?
want to like say a little prayer for the dead over the square, and I'll do it in Matavan because I guess that's where I learned the prayer. Maybe it's different in other locations. Oh no, I can I speak or only? I probably only have a proficiency in reading Caldonian. I can't speak it.
Right.
So I'll say it in Matavan. Oh no, but there was the plaque was in Ancient Common as well. So I'll say it in Old Common. I'll say a prayer for the dead in Old Common.
Nice.
Over the rustling body, and see if they'll kind of go back to
Resting.
rest.
I like it, Greg. It's a good move. I'm just checking these. Don't see anywhere it says prayer for the dead to make the bodies go back to sleep. All right.
So you start saying a prayer for the dead over this body when an arm kind of starts reaching out for you from the very corpse you're speaking over.
Okay.
Grimes, what have you done?
Perhaps I'm screaming in Old Caldonian as I run and beg for mercy for the skeletons. This is Martha's tomb. Don't pray for the dead. Pray for the living. Let's get out of here.
You greedy fool. We can't just leave these here. They'll go up to the fort and kill the others. We must fight.
Ferris is up.
I pushed Faris. Oh, we're going.
I'm up ahead of you.
Yeah. So like,
So I'm gonna take a shot with my bow.
At the thing still lying on the walls.
Yes. I mean, somebody was like reaching out to grab Yarmir,
Oh, that's
right?
true.
When
Yeah,
it
there
was-
is an arm reaching out for Yarmir, but you don't have the sharpshooter feat, so you don't get. It still gets cover from you since it's mostly in the wall.
I push into the room on my turn. No, it's
Well, it's
Faris
not your
first.
turn
Okay,
yet,
fair
it's
enough.
Faris'
Yeah. All right.
So it's either that or like I'm pretty close to like some of the slots in the wall, right? So I'd have an easier shot going for some of the others.
I mean, yeah, they're all equally awkward to shoot.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot at the arm reaching for Yarmir. That's not
Go
cool.
for it.
Don't reach for my wizard. 24 to hit.
Oh wow! Yeah, let me hold
Is
on.
that
let
a
me-
double crit?
It might be something.
Because they don't
very-
have armor, do they?
They are also effectively held since it's lying down.
But it just gets cover, I think.
So it will have cover. So with cover, its AC will be 17, so it will be a hit. Oh, crit.
It should be +2 then to that, so it'd be 26 total
26.
to roll. Because I just took -2 off for the cover.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then a 26 versus 17 is still a single crit.
Okay, so 2d6.
Not a 19, Neil. Oh, single. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Single crit, yeah.
For 5 points of damage. Did I
Yep.
have anything special about these guys? No. Okay, perfect. It takes 5 points of damage. And Kel Marshall, it is your turn.
I push past Faris.
Yep. I'll actually, because I get a free 5-foot step with my archery, I'll just step here to get out of William's way.
All right. I walk up. There's one right here. Is it crawling out as we speak?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just like hack its head off then as it's coming out.
Give me a roll to hit. You can wait. You can time it until it's fully out of the thing.
Do I feel like I should have a bonus because it's in like a very confined space and can't really move at all to defend itself from him?
I feel like it's completely undefendable. Like it's got no.
Make me roll to hit, man. Just roll the dice.
Just get +4.
Oh, 14 will hit it. Well, it won't crit even if you have +4. So.
Okay. 7. Good shot.
Whap it for 7. A section of ribs just kind of plops down to the ground. And the zombies, which go last in the round, all begin to emerge.
Can I do the same as William? I mean, I rolled initiative
Sure.
with a dagger.
Yeah, go ahead and make your attack as though they're coming out.
Oh my god, Yaramir, you're in a bad place.
Oh, that might be a
Yaramir
crit.
should be okay.
There's a magic bonus on top of that.
That clears by 10.
Right. Okay, so 2d4 plus magic.
It clears by 10. Please add me one more d4 to that.
Oh, so it's cool. No, not cool.
It's
Sounds-
okay. You skewer it and break off some more ribs and bring out its very rotted heart on the end of your dagger.
And their round is basically getting out of the slots.
No, well, they can attack the things that are adjacent to them. So one of them will start grabbing at Yaramir. Its hands start reaching for your throat, as if it wants to choke the very life out of you. And a 17, I think, will hit you, Yaramir.
Yep.
Yep. So it reaches out. It gets one hand on your neck. It gets the other hand kind of a little bit awkward, like maybe out your jaw. It's not used to using its arms again. And it starts choking the life
Maybe
out
it
of
only
you.
has one hand since Ferris may have successfully disarmed it.
Perhaps that might be it. It's just got one arm on your throat as it chokes you for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
Marshall, one of them comes out.
Speak still?
Yeah,
or
you
am
can still
I
speak.
effectively silenced?
No, you can speak. You're not quite.
Okay.
Do you have a
cutting the
melee
blood,
weapon,
but
Greg?
not
I have a sling.
Okay. Neal, if it's making an unarmed attack against me, I want an attack of opportunity.
Yes, make your attack of opportunity.
12.
Hits.
Thank you. 13.
It crumbles before you.
Yeah.
Grimes, however, there are 3 of them. They're all around you. You can get attacks of opportunity on the one in front of you and on the one on your left, but the one behind you you won't get attack of opportunity on.
Wait, where are they going? Why am I getting attacks of opportunity?
Because they're unarmed attackers.
Oh, okay, cool. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
With the
That's
That's still pretty good.
Just about as good. That should be
So
it.
you said 3? Are these even at +4?
No,
or are
2.
they...
2. 2 in front, 2 on the left. Or one on the front, one on the left, so yeah. So,
Yeah, so is that a
21
crit?
and an 18 are both hits. 21 clears by 9, so it's a single crit. 12 AC on the zombies. And the one on the left
Plus
you
magic,
hit.
plus magic.
Right. This is your phase dagger.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. The one before you reaches out with both arms.
It's still standing? That
It's
one's
still
taken like
standing.
2 stabs, right?
Yes, it has. It reaches out to try and choke the crap out of you with a 9. The one to your left reaches out with a 7, and the one behind you comes up and wraps its arms around your neck with a 19.
Ooh. Yeah.
And you feel your life being choked out of you for 7 points of damage.
Reduced to 6.
Yes, reduced to 6.
Alright.
The other zombies, all they can do is move. They can't get any attacks in here, but they will move where they feel that they ought to go.
Okay. I am going to take my second shot then.
Please do.
D20 plus 7. I'm shooting at this one, by the way, the one right next to Grimes.
18's a hit.
It takes another D6. It takes 2 points of damage, and then Ferris is throwing his bow on his back and pulling out the melee weapons.
All right, let's all roll initiative.
Nice. Another 1.
Right. And ascending AC. Yarmir, you are first, and the zombies are coming for you.
Okay. How does my movement and facing interact with this zombie choking me, like grabbing me and choking me?
You are being grabbed by him, so to move, you will have to move him or break free of him.
Can I move him? Like, if I turn to face like this, would he just like come with me?
I would give you a strength check to see if you can pull him to the position that you want.
I got 6 strength. Let's do this.
Go for it.
Roll
Gods are
that
with
nat
you
20,
tonight.
man.
No. The zombie's not even trying that hard. You just don't even have the energy to like move it. It's
All right. So I'm like wrestling with him, and I can't move or face or get what I want. And so I see my palm as I'm like wrestling with this thing, and I trace out and begin choking out the words to the burning touch. And I just grab his hand and ignite him for 4 points of fire, or for D4 fire damage. Oh.
So it's more than D4, isn't it?
No.
It's burning touch, not burning hands.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I
This
think,
lasts for several rounds,
think
right?
Because I just have to touch him and he's grabbing my throat, I feel like we could possibly ignore the.
You don't have to roll the hit. Yes, you
Yeah.
can just grab it. And sure enough, the hand goes up in flame, removing it from the limb. It only takes 1 point of damage. So the zombie's still going, but now it has no hands.
Nice.
More accurately, it has one hand on your neck that is now just kind of stuck here, and then just like stubby arms.
He's like, I'll bleed all over you, and then realizes he doesn't have any blood left because he's.
Is there? Can I just like change my facing then, so that I'm kind of like trying to get as much of these 3 towards my front-ish as possible?
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grimes, you're next.
All right. I rolled initiative for spear, but I think I actually could, because I'm grappled, I can probably only go for daggers.
Probably,
right?
yeah.
And stab the guy that's got me from behind. I don't know if I can turn to face him or if I'm like
No,
stabbing
he's got
blind.
you behind. Yeah, you can have to stab behind you like that.
Is that, I don't know, penalties.
-2 to hit.
-2 to hit.
Yeah, he's close. You know exactly where he is.
Ugh, not with the
No.
phase dagger. And then offhand is a 12.
That's a hit.
So 3 damage, standard
behind
dagger. Yeah, as I'm struggling to break free.
Oh, it's not going so
Get it
great
off
for
me!
you. Yeah, coming up from behind the party
Oh no.
That's you, William.
What have I done?
is
I can't
another
pass it.
ghost.
Oh,
It
okay. You need to engage it for a couple of
reaches
seconds.
Out for William and tries to caress you gently as you can hear a soft singing voice. Give me a saving throw versus spell, William.
I don't want to have to turn and fight Faris. That would be bad times. That's a fail. Sorry, I don't know what I was doing there, but
Okay.
I rolled a 2, so it's a fail.
She grabs hold of your face.
Do I turn around?
Yeah. You find yourself turning to face her, sort of unconsciously. You see her as she once was in her previous life. A soft face with gentle eyes, honeyed hair, and a warming smile. She makes you feel at ease, relaxed, like you're at home in your lover's embrace, and your arms just go limp and fall to your side. And it feels cozy and warm and secluded. Ferris, you're right next to William, and you see William's face actually start to his eyes go wide, his jaw drops, and he begins to give a silent scream to himself. Really.
Okay.
You also see his face begin to wither, and the hairs on his face begin to turn a little bit more salt and peppery as he ages.
Yeah, he's getting magically aged. Is it D4 times 10 years? Are you doing by the book ghosts?
No, I have my own ruling.
Okay.
William, you aged 3 years.
Okay.
It sucks when you're a human
I'm
because
sorry.
I'm all right. It's 45, right? I've got 2 more years.
We'll see if the D10 is kind to you next round.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Ferris,
We need
it's
a
your
priest.
turn.
I'm switching back to the bow, I guess. In that
Yeah.
case, I'm gonna shoot at this thing with ethereal arrows.
Go for it.
D20 plus 7 for the first shot. That's a 10. It might hit if it's an AC 10 target.
The ghost is, it's AC 13, but she's currently held. She's stopped holding William, so she's not dodging any attacks. So yeah, you'll hit it with that.
5 points of damage for the first shot this round.
Okay. She'll take the 5 points of damage.
And then I'll get, at the end of the round.
Yeah. Marshall, it is your turn, but you're just stuck staring at this beautiful woman, and you feel at home. She kind of resembles your wife a little bit. If your wife had blonde hair and these soft features and these green eyes, God, maybe your wife should look like this.
Maybe she will after this fever,
Yeah. Oh, God.
So I missed my turn.
Yeah, your turn. You are held effectively. Ferris, get your second shot.
Don't I get torn to pieces by zombies?
That's true. The zombies do go before Ferris.
Okay. I'll
doesn't
just go and
matter.
roll it because I already did it. It's
fine.
4 points of damage.
Okay.
So, I'm not held, right? I'm just getting choked out from behind. So I
Yes.
still get opportunity attacks with daggers, or how is this all working?
Yes, from the 3 in front of you. The one behind you just continues its existing choke. So, no
Yeah.
new attack roll for it. And you take
Yeah.
6 points of damage from it. But
And
the
I
three
get 2 opportunity attacks against each, but I'm capped at my level.
No, you get,
Wait.
it's 1 opportunity attack, but it's 2 attacks because it's dual
Yeah,
wield.
yeah.
So
Sure,
each one is
sure,
1
sure.
opportunity
But-
attack.
Right.
But how many opportunity attacks do I get? Can
You are
is
not a
2 my
fighter,
cap?
so you get 1 plus 1 per every 5 levels, so 2. Yeah.
2.
Okay. So
So 4
one-
attack rolls total.
Right.
All right. So those are against 2 different. Oh, gross.
No good.
And then these are against the first. Okay.
Ooh,
And
the
second, so-
21 clears by 9, so a single crit.
So is an 11 a hit or no?
No. 12
Okay.
AC.
Damn. So I only hit with the standard dagger. So this is, I think, against the first. This is against that bastard that I've hit like twice.
Was
for
that
another
including the
4.
magic bonus?
Oh, there.
Right.
That's you said that's a crit, right?
Yes, roll me another d4
None of the
on top
magic
that.
hit. Oh, there was a magic bonus on top of that 11.
Yeah. And then
No, actually, your phase dagger does not have a bonus to hit or damage. That 11 doesn't hit.
okay.
It, as you will have probably noticed by now, or maybe not, it will hit things that need magic items to hit them, but it doesn't
Yeah.
actually have a bonus to hit or damage.
Okay.
You hit it for
Or damage,
4
ouch.
and 2.
That's 1 crit.
Right.
So and then there's
It
a
is
and then
still standing, although it's like missing most of its skull
God.
and most of its bones, but it's there.
all
It's
right,
barely
and there's a
holding
5
on.
damage to a fresh one, and I
Do you want the
cannot-
one to the south or the southwest?
doesn't matter.
I know it
right
doesn't matter,
beneath
but-
me, I think.
Yeah, they have different HP, so I just want to let you choose.
And now they make their attacks.
Now
so
they
it looks
make
like
their
3
attacks.
fresh ones, and 1 I think just squeezes.
He already did 6 damage to you.
Right.
Did he do 6 more this round?
Yeah, the one that already had you held is
reduced to 5, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we have a 13 to hit you,
No.
a
yeah.
17, and a 19.
Shit. I think those both hit unless there's bonuses of any kind.
Does the ethereal dagger give him an AC bonus or just
No, it just soaks damage, I think.
And it makes them less visible. So 2, 4, 6, 8 damage to you as these other zombies. They're not choking you. These ones are like tearing at you with the ends of their claws, the bony ends of their fingers.
Gross.
One thing I want to
Yarmir-
confirm really fast, Neal.
Yes.
So William's sword has a +1 bonus to hit. We've got that confirmed.
Yes.
And we know that his sword did not damage the ghost.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Just want to make sure that it was not like a mistake or something. That is
It is correct. The ghost needs plus more than 1 to be hit.
Okay, so it might actually be worth trying with Nighthawk because I do get more damage off that.
Yarmir, one of the one that has
Question:
calling.
before they attack me,
Yes, sir.
I have a hand engulfed in flame that only needs to come in contact with them. For the purposes of opportunity attacks, could I be getting opportunity attacks against unarmed?
Yes.
Okay,
Go for it.
Nice.
Make 2 opportunity attacks.
awesome.
Neil, how much additional damage did I take?
There's against 12 AC.
8. You took 8.
That's good.
That'll burn.
Okay,
For
so
4?
I hit on 12 AC for 4 damage,
Yep.
and then the next guy attacks me, and I hit 19
1.
for 1. I think that's a natural 18. Okay.
So that does clear by
Can spells
5.
crit?
I don't think spells can crit.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to do that to the top one or the east one?
Well, it's the one that grabs me. I do that per opportunity attack, right? So
Right,
unarmed
the-
attack. First one is 4 damage. Second one is 1 damage.
Right. There are 3 of them that are attacking you, so you can only get
Do
2.
I get 3 opportunity attacks?
You only get 2 because you're not a fighter. Yeah.
So yeah, first 2 then.
Okay, cool. The one that came out of the cave that has been coming out of the wall that has no hands, you just burned it for 4. It just tries to like, which it doesn't. It has a really hard time biting you.
Okay.
The other 2 push at you with a 5 to hit and a 14 to hit.
Both of those miss.
Yes, the flashing blue and black of Tempos keeps them at bay. And we roll initiative.
Okay, one thing I want to check here, because I'm ambidextrous, I can put Nighthawk in my right hand. Am I fine? Because I know it has William held, but it's like reaching out. Would I be able to safely attack her in melee, or should I stick to range? Is what I'm wondering.
You can hit her in melee with your right hand only.
Yeah, that's fine, because I wouldn't be able to hit her with the offhand, even if I could.
Roll low, Sean.
Hopefully.
Should I roll initiative, Neal, or not?
What is the weapon
bother.
speed of my fist?
3.
3.
Okay.
Somehow daggers are faster than your fists. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, damn.
I love how daggers are faster than literally anything else. Like, running away is slower than using a dagger and then running.
It's amazing. It just... It's amazing.
Every dagger in D&D is a dagger of speed.
Yeah. Ferris, you were the
So
first
hold-
one to go.
All right.
Wait, Neal, I didn't get the math on my damage. You said 8. Was that over 2 more attacks? So the
Yes,
guy choked me.
right,
I already
so-
took
So
that.
6.
So 6.
So there's 6 more.
Okay.
I'm.
All right, you know what's happening, Neal? 21. Would that be clear by 10 under these circumstances because William is held?
Yes.
It would.
All right, so 2d8 plus 3 takes another 8 points of damage.
All right. It takes 8 points of damage, and her concentration is broken on William.
All right.
She shouts, stares at you, and
Do I need to make a
flies
save?
towards you. Yeah, give me a saving throw.
Can I roll
Yeah.
initiative now?
Give me a saving throw, William, to see if you can snap out of it this round because you were still entranced by her.
No.
No. So you're coming out of this daze and trying to reconcile the beautiful woman you were looking at with the horror before you. Ferris, she comes up to you and lovingly rubs your
Yep,
cheeks.
same thing as last time.
The same wonderful thing, and begins to drain your life.
How many years?
You age 9 years.
Okay, no big deal. 50.
And it looks to anyone who might be looking at this, maybe not Ferris because he can't really see, but as she drains your life, she corporealizes more and more.
Okay.
Grimes, it's your turn and you're surrounded by zombies.
Thank God I made a half elf.
I messed up. I messed up. I think I dagger.
Dagger?
Oh my God.
What are you daggering, Grimes?
Yeah, I don't think I can get it. Like, I can't even withdraw. Right?
You're held.
There's 3 of them now with hands on me.
Oh.
This
Who are
is
you
how it
attacking,
ends.
Grimes?
Oh God, what have I done?
Who are you attacking?
Oh, it doesn't
doesn't even
matter.
matter.
The-
Oh God.
I flail and try to get away, but I don't think I can.
Yarmir. Save them all.
It's the one that struck at me the first time at the end of last round. I kind of turn a little bit more to face, still trying to keep myself as best I can with all 3 of them kind of in view. My token doesn't turn very well, and I'm gonna strike out with my flaming fist.
Go for it. Hit.
That's a 20 on a natural 19 for 3. It doesn't crit, but I definitely hit him.
It burns away.
Nice.
And there's 2 left next to you. Marshall, you are coming to your senses now, and
Yep.
holy shit, this is not looking good.
He
Your
should
team
be
is
able to grab
failing.
Nighthawk from Ferris's
Yeah.
hand.
Can I act? Can I act at the end?
Yeah, you can grab
Okay.
Ferris's weapon and go ahead and make an action at the very end of the
I
round.
do that then. Do I get my mastery bonus with the scimitar? No.
Nope.
No.
So let me just work out what it's going to be. It'll just
Penalty
be the
is 3 to
same.
hit, and no
Yep.
penalty to damage.
Penalty of 3's hit.
3
no
less to attack and damage.
But it's
Yeah,
plus
but then
3,
he
right?
gets plus 3 to
It's a
damage.
+3 weapon, so it evens out actually, technically, compared
Yeah.
to just a normal sword for you.
Yeah. Should be-
27.
All right, you will clear by 10.
It's held though, so it's clear by 15.
No, it. Oh yeah, but it's not a natural 18, so it's still just
Yeah.
clear by 10.
Right.
Is it D8, Sean?
D8, yeah.
And
So
it's plus
2d8.
3, so 2d8 plus 6.
There
20.
we go.
Oh, you hack into her, and she does not lose her grip on him, actually, despite
not even
the
dead?
overwhelming damage. No, as she drains life, she heals or gains life. So she's actually gained quite a bit by draining your souls. And we roll initiative.
Roll
no,
low.
I die.
Do I repeat the save?
No.
Okay.
You're
Do we
just-
roll? I hate to do this, but do we roll initiative before the zombies move?
The zombies go
Yeah.
last, and I think they already all went.
Yeah.
They
Did they
have
not?
I already
No,
been
they
brought
didn't
down
go.
this round? No, I think they
Oh, yeah.
have.
Thanks, Yaromir. I forgot
Yeah.
about my zombies. All right, so 2 of them will attack Yaromir, giving him opportunity attacks still as they reach for him.
That's a 7, so I don't think I hit on the first
No.
one, and then a 9.
No. I actually
And
forgot what I
Karma's a-
rolled. 14 and 13 to hit Yaromir. So they actually
Both
both.
miss. Yeah.
The Amulet of Tempos continues to protect you.
Come on, Grimes.
Grimes,
This isn't.
They're auto hitting. I mean,
one of
yeah.
them will auto hit you. The one that's choking you is an auto hit. The others still have to
Okay.
continue to hit. So the one choking
Oh,
you
what?
deals 5, which is reduced to 4.
You're fine.
And the 3 in front of you, you get
I
opportunity.
guess those are
attacks
still
against.
opportunity attacks. Oh my god.
Yeah, kill him.
So
Roll
this
high.
is the one that I probably can kill.
Oh
Nope.
god.
You still
Only
get the
a-
second, the
There's
offhand.
a second. Yeah, there's the offhand.
Oh
no.
god. They have 12 AC. It's not... Oh god, Grimes! Grimes!
You
It's-
deserve this.
It's the
I-
purple
oh,
knoll,
Brandon.
pink knoll all over again. Alright, the badly wounded one reaches out for you with a 6 to hit, clawing at
No.
your armor. The one on your south side rolls a 12 to hit, clawing at you.
No.
And the one in the
Last-
southwest corner, 13, 14, 15 to hit.
No, 16 AC.
Oh.
Holy carp. I think.
Let's roll initiative.
Sean,
Low,
you
low.
gotta-
I think I go total defense here. I've still got the one choking me out from behind, but it's not. Why am I even rolling attack rolls? I boost my AC to 20 and
You're just gonna die if you do
take
that.
the opportunity attacks, right? That's what I should have been doing all along, but I thought I was held. Anyways,
Initiative.
Sorry.
Eh. It rolled a 7 anyways, so you were unlikely to win.
I might forgo saving you to help Grimes.
I would advise against that because they can like drop him and then move on. That thing can age me to death.
Yeah, but you would die until you're like 200, right? They're gonna eat Grimes. They'll eat him as zombies.
Ghost continues.
I think they are eating me. I'm at 5 HP.
The
I
ghost
recommend
I guess I'm half ethereal. So.
continues to drain.
So it's not a repeated
Ferris's-
save to break the hold.
No, you get one save, and then she just starts like sucking your life away. She's fucking terrified.
Okay.
You
I have a
drain
plan.
3 years of your life.
Okay. I'm telling you, you gotta kill this thing because if you break me out, I can help save Grimes too.
I'm
Just
gonna
get the
do it.
one behind me.
Yaromir,
I am going to. I'm going to.
Get it off me!
Hearing Grimes panicked screaming and flailing, I think I make the decision that maybe these things in front of me are not necessarily that strong. I'm weak, but could I somehow push my way between them or dodge between them and try to get past them towards Grimes?
give me a dex check. They're not the fastest of creatures, so you
Okay.
might actually be able to slip between them.
Awesome. 17.
Opposed by their dexterity,
Which is probably low.
which is very low. It doesn't matter. It's still high. They still rolled higher.
Okay, so I like try to dodge between them and I can't get anywhere.
Yeah. there's
Okay, so I
arms
guess
and
I
legs
just
and-
take a swipe at one of them with my burning hand then.
Yaromir the Pugilist. He's just fucking people up. It's like Leon all over again.
I keep
Grimes-
getting pretty good rolls, but then my damage is just low. It's really too bad I
Alright.
can't like get an extra fist damage.
Does it do bonus? Does fire like do bonus against zombie? Like does it double or
It's
something?
Not in my notes. But let me see if the monstrous manual says anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know myself.
I don't remember.
Here I can look. Common monster. Bell immunity.
No.
Magic resistance. Morale.
No. Nothing like that.
Doesn't look like it. It's weird. You would think there'd be something like fire or destroying the brain would be like a bonus tactic.
Holy water, but.
Ah.
So yeah, you burn one for 1 point of damage, Grimes. Yarmir. Grimes, it's your turn.
I was taking total defense.
Alright.
So I think, yeah, I'm hoping that they get this thing off my back.
William.
But, yeah.
All right.
You gotta kill it, man.
All right. I've got 2 attacks, remember, this round. So, with my shield, I smash the one in the back that's fighting. Or could I use an offhand attack just to grab it and like pull it off him, and then still attack with my sword against the ghost?
I
or
mean,
not?
you've got a shield on, right? So you can't really grab with your shield arm, you know?
Yeah.
Like the shield is strapped to your arm, so you kind of do sort of have a hand free, but like the shield is big enough that you can't. It's too.
I mean, he could
awkward
like
to
grab it with
affect
his arm, right? He wouldn't be able to grab it with his hand, but he could like bear hug it.
He could maybe transpose the shield between Grimes and the zombie and try and like
Yeah.
bear. Maybe.
I think you'd have to attack the ghost and then move to that, though.
Yeah. Right. That's what I'm gonna do. Attack the ghost first with the sword. 16
will hit.
for 8.
Oh, that's exactly her remaining HP.
Perfect.
The ghost withers and fades. Ferris, you make me
Save to recover
roll
and
initiative, or you'll just go last
That's
in the round.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
D10 plus
I'm-
5. Drop the sword.
Yeah. I drop the sword,
Anyways.
and then with my shield arm, try and grab this zombie that's on Grimes and rip it off.
All right, make me a roll to hit.
Just level and strength, right?
Yeah.
12.
Yep, that's enough to get the shield in between the zombie and Grimes, and give me a strength check against the zombie to pull him away.
22.
No, the zombie holds tight.
Shit.
Ferris, you go before the zombies.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up Nighthawk and run up here. I can sort of shuffle past William, and I'm gonna go here and offhand on this guy. Or wait,
Sure.
which one was lower?
one
Or
behind
which one
us.
looks like it's about to fall apart more?
The one to your left,
Grimes looks like
Grimes,
he's falling
Grimes,
apart.
yeah.
The one behind me has.
Okay,
It's-
then I'm just
has
gonna
its
do main
claws in my
hand
throat.
on this guy and offhand on the left guy. So T20 plus 8 on the right guy is a 22, and then D20 plus 5 on the left guy is an 11, which
22
is the
clears
flank
by
attack.
10, 11 plus 1 for flank is 12 as a hit.
Okay, so
22 is a
2d8 plus
crisis.
3 for that, and then D6 is another 4. So 13 to the right one, 4 to the left one.
The one on the right dies again. It gets hacked to bits, clearing Grimes' throat finally. And 4 to the one on the left, the one on the south
Yes.
side, who is badly wounded. You hack off his leg, and part of
Okay.
his hip comes with it, but he's standing on one foot, hopping at Grimes.
Right. Oh, that was a
And I
mistake.
think
should-
before the zombies go, I can retreat, right?
Yeah, you've got a total defense going on. So you
And they
can-
don't have
he
weapons, so
cannot
I can
move.
just.
He's not allowed to move. Parry
Total
action.
defense?
He cannot move.
It's not parry. It's the tumbling proficiency.
Oh, it's tumbling.
I can use-
Okay, never mind.
Okay,
You're
yeah.
good then.
They both are. They're actually mechanically pretty similar and kind of
Right.
semi-redundant, but.
Monsters get attacks of opportunity, so they.
Oh, what? They're not monsters. They're human.
They're monsters. They grab at you with.
Can you get
a-
unarmed attacks of opportunity?
Yes. Monsters
no,
can.
not as a PC. You can't.
Not as a
but-
PC, but if you're a monster, you can.
But they're humanoid then.
But they're monsters
But then why did we get attacks of opportunity when they attacked us?
because they're unarmed attacks.
But then they shouldn't get attacks of opportunity.
They
Whatever.
get the best and worst of. They're getting a mixture here. It's,
Okay.
All right.
It's working out in your favor in the end. Actually,
Oh, yeah.
those attacks of opportunity. So a 4 is a miss, a 6 is a miss, and a 16.
No, I'm 20.
Is now
and
a miss.
I tumble away
All
and
right.
cower in the corner,
All right.
thinking about what I've done.
And the 2 on Yaromir will roll a natural 1 and a 13.
So I hit the first one with an opportunity attack for 2 fire damage, and I missed on the other one.
Okay.
I second attack. I draw my grasshopper sword and
You just made your attack this round. You don't get a second attack. This is your first attack round.
The
of
first one
attacking.
was with the scimitar anyway, so you wouldn't get the
Yeah.
second attack.
oh yeah, true. Okay.
You guys can roll initiative, but it's just between you guys since zombies act last. So
Okay.
do as you please.
10 plus
Then we don't need to roll initiative if the zombies go at the end of the round. Just
Right, like just amongst yourselves, if you care who goes first, it doesn't really
I don't.
matter.
It just-
I don't give a fuck.
let's just take our actions.
Go for it. Someone go.
I hit one of the zombies for 3 more fire damage.
I'm.
You
stepping
are
up
slowly burning them to death. There's like a blackened flesh here, no more
I
clothes
really
here.
wish if I like had like a 20 or something, I could get like a D2 punch.
This would make good artwork, like Yaramir being strangled by the zombies with a flaming fist, like just beating them down.
Okay, this is the one that's been like stabbed repeatedly by Grimes, right?
Yes, it is barely hanging
Okay, so
on.
switching around then with his ambidextry, he like tosses his swords between his hands, and he now has the Kopesh in his right and the scimitar in his left. Scimitar going on that guy.
Roll to hit.
So scimitar roll first. I'm just gonna include the +3 because I know what it is now. So
fine.
25 on that,
Clears by 13.
and then I'll do the D20 +5 for the last guy is a 19. So 2D8 +6. That guy takes 12 for the.
Dies.
Yep, and then D6 for the barely standing guy. He takes another 5.
Dies.
All right.
Marshall?
I will shield charge this guy. Can I? Is the ceiling high enough that I can jump charge or not?
No, it's still pretty short.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, right. Mistake.
So the shield misses, and then I hit him with my sword.
If
16,
16 will hit.
10 damage.
Almost. You hack his body into bits. It's just an upper torso on the ground now, clawing at you.
I step up behind him and shoot a crossbow over his shoulder.
Right. Maybe.
One of my daggers getting sheathed or dropped or whatever, still phased though.
Sure. The one on the ground that is now just a torso has a crossbow bolt through its skull and dies. Again. Re-dies. And Ferris, Yaramir?
I went this round, didn't we? Or is this round 2?
Yeah, you already did
Oh,
burning
you already
touch.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Do the zombies go before second attacks or at the same time?
they would go at the same time, but you don't get a second attack because it's your first attack with the weapon that you're mastered with.
I would get a second attack.
You would get a second attack.
Yeah. So is this one right here going to be closing? Should we go in exchange?
It closes towards William.
All right. So it gets its attack and I get mine. I clear by 10 there.
Yes, you do.
All right. So it would get its attack still, but it does probably die.
Yes, that has exactly 15 HP.
I get
and
an attack opportunity before it attacks me.
No, because it's not going for you. It's grabbing at your shield, actually. And
Okay.
it grabs your shield. Give me an opposed strength check. Not that this is really going to matter.
Try to steal my shield. I wouldn't have that. 29.
It rips your shield, which you're attached to, so it kind of like begins to drag you with it this direction, and kind of drags you towards the ground. But Ferris kills it before any real action can happen there. The two on Yaramir, one will roll a 20 and one will roll a 22 against you.
Oh
I
god.
missed them, so there you go.
Did you say
Are any of those
AC
crits?
15.
AC 15? So it sounds like they're both crits, actually.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yaramir, you will take 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage total.
Okay.
You're still
As
standing,
the
right?
Yep, I'm
Zombies
still up.
get their hands within the aura of protection and tear at your body. Next round.
All right. Do we even need to roll initiative? I
No,
think William and
No,
Killer are just gonna run up
keep
and
making
murder these things.
actions. Yeah.
D20 plus 11. I think they're just gonna die at this point. That would be a hit because back. I think they're just dead. Do you want to roll
They're just
damage?
dead. They're just dead. One had 3 life, one had 15 HP.
So
This
since
shoots
they
crits.
died in front of me and it's still the round after I took damage, can I heal myself?
Yes.
Cauterize his wound with his
For
convenient.
29. So that's a D3 healing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heal 3 hit points.
Nice.
God damn it, Grimes! I aged about 12 years because of you.
What do you mean because of me? Where?
Screw it. This is ours now. And Ferris snatches up the silver statue and puts it into his backpack.
The rest of the bodies begin to rustle.
Grimes looks like a sad puppy that just pissed on the floor.
I turn around and walk to Grimes menacingly,
You-
saying, "Don't try anything like that again, or I won't be here to save you next time."
Yeah.
You're lucky you're
Yes,
still
Captain.
alive, you fool. The only reason you're in this bloody winter wasteland is because you can't keep your fingers to yourself. Now you want to die here for the same reason? I barge past him. And walk.
You said the silver statue was 2 pounds?
2 pounds.
So what's up with the spaces the bodies left behind? I look in here.
They're just like little slots, Skyrim style, for bodies to be in. Yeah.
In
Are
true
they
Skyrim
ornamented
fashion,
in
is
any
there
interesting
treasure
way?
in those slots?
There's no treasure in those slots, unfortunately.
Ah.
What were you saying, Yarmir?
Are they ornamented in an interesting way?
You notice that there are little bas-relief carvings in the back,
Bas-relief
but it
carvings.
looks just kind of like priests saying marks over the dead. It
Okay.
has like little
This is
burial
little,
ritual
like,
stuff.
Prayers.
Yeah, it's pretty basic. Actually, each one looks like it has a slightly different quality. So maybe the dead hire the relatives of the dead hire people to carve these. It doesn't look like they're default carved in. So slightly different quality, slightly different thing on each one of them. But it's all like rites of the dead and blessings and that sort of thing.
Interesting.
William, maybe we should stop with these side chambers and just go for where things look the most promising.
Don't you think Grimes needs to heal up?
Do you really want to stop for him?
Stay in the back, Grimes. Okay.
Grimes is
okay. I guess
silent.
we're getting so I'll end my investigation and follow.
Faris, though, I'm not sure I agree with you that we should just go to the central chamber.
Do you
Who knows
really
what's
want to? Fine, as long as we don't loot the side chambers anymore.
I think we can all agree on that. Let's just head up here. This is a stair, right? Well, if Martha did that, who knows what the stair's going to do? I hate to see Verassi.
So this is another similar long chamber with bodies entombed on the sides.
Okay. Just kind of taking a quick look at the end with my 60-foot infravision. I see a silver statue at the end.
There is. Actually, it's not a statue. It is a hammer with the emblem of a stair emblazoned on the side, like a war hammer.
That's pretty cool.
Yarmir, are you able to detect magic?
Yes, I can do this. Give me a moment, and I pull out one of the scalps and begin incanting and woo and drawing the symbology on it and turn it into like magic, and it turns into like a little portal, and I just kind of hold it up and look around through it and detect magic.
No magic.
Not even the silver hammer?
Silver hammer's non-magical.
All right,
Right.
screw this. Not worth the trouble. Let's move on.
That's
Can't even detect the magic of the trap.
Oh, I picked up the statue. That was not magical as well?
Yeah, statue's non-magical as well.
What else is describe this room?
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's very similar to the last one. It's rows of bodies, 3 stacked up on high on either side that run all the way down. At the back, there's a small alcove with a pedestal, and on it is a war hammer of silver color with an emblem of a
Pedestal
stair.
inlaid into the wall like last time, like a little alcove.
Yeah, a little alcove with a pedestal in the
It's
middle
not
of it.
freestanding.
Yeah.
Is there any? I'm trying to figure out what triggered the zomboids. So is there like I search for an indentation like around the pedestal, right? Looking as if the thing was depressed or weighted down by whatever was on it.
Give me a perception check.
Sure.
You hear the rustling of zombies.
Yeah, it looks like there's nothing. It looks just like a flat pedestal.
Okay. I want to take a little like water skin out. I want to just like pour it onto the pedestal and watch it and see if it drains anywhere or
Blows over
Oh,
the sides
there
and
it
down
goes
onto the
to.
ground. Yeah.
okay, so the pedestal doesn't have a ring to it. It's flat.
Mhm.
And I pour it like over the top of the hammer. Does it just run off the sides as well?
Mhm.
I look at it on the ground. Does it go anywhere?
It's slowly turning to ice.
Turning to ice on the floor.
Yeah, because it's freezing in here. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I want to move one of the bodies nearby. I guess I'm next to this one, right?
Wait,
I want to see the. I just want to like roll.
We learned nothing.
I want to see the symbols underneath it.
So you start just like lifting a corpse and looking under it with shining your lantern down.
I have like I have my wooden stick, right? So I use the stick to just kind of like get underneath, and I just want to shine the light there and see if the symbols match what I saw on the other.
Yeah, they're generally more or less the same rites and symbols. You know, not exactly. Each one is a little bit different, but as you look between a few of them over here, they're all generally in the same ballpark.
Okay. None of them radiate magic.
Nothing.
Okay.
So back in the corridor, getting mad deja vu from last time as I was trying to leave, and Grimes and Yaramir were messing around in the room. I storm back in and be like, "Will you come on? Stop messing around with the bodies. We're
I
gonna
just
get us all
walk
killed."
and ignore you mid-sentence.
Well, you try and walk past me or walk?
Yeah, I just walk past you. I just ignore you. I've done investigating here anyway.
Put a hand to stop you and push you back.
Okay.
Say, please, can we all work together here? And I turn around and walk
Okay.
down to the next one. All right, down here. All right.
Someone's getting cranky in their old age.
How old are you, Kel Marshall?
43. Well, maybe
Did
I'm.
you say that, Grimes?
It's been a year and a half since the campaign
Okay,
started,
okay.
so you should have aged 1 year naturally.
44 then, I guess.
Oh, you're
we
off.
didn't figure out when your birthday is, because at a certain point you're gonna hit 85 and you're gonna get penalties to your stats. 45.
7.
Let me see if I can find out what my birthday is.
Yeah, because we're in November, so maybe your birthday has already come. I don't know.
It's good you did not say that out loud, Grimes. That might not have ended well.
So, the real William Marshall died on the 14th of May, so why don't we say that's my birthday?
Okay, May. Excellent. So come the 14th of May, you will age 1 year, and you will get...
Lose one con, lose one strength.
Get some
Alright.
sweet intelligence and wisdom bonuses, though.
No, because you were magically aged 3 years, so you'll have to wait until you are 48 to get those. Because
I would argue
the intelligence and wisdom bonuses come from having lived a period of time. You can't just magically age yourself to 90 and be like, holy shit, I know everything.
Is staring into the void of death not
No,
a
but by the
wizarding
same
experience?
by the same
is there
property.
anything in the rule book about that logic, though?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
And by the same property, if you were to be live to 90, you would get int and whiz bonuses, and then if you magically de-aged yourself, you would keep your int and whiz
You
bonuses.
cannot do that. It's impossible to magically
de-age.
de-age yourself past your natural age.
De-age
Every
to be
example
20.
in the book says that you cannot undo natural aging.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, then if you were to transfer yourself into the body of a young person, let's say, you wouldn't have stat penalties, but you would keep your int and whiz saves or bonuses.
So, what does it mean for exceptional strength when I lose that?
You lose 10%. So you'd go from 58 to 48.
Which would net me a what?
Penalty of 1 to hit, 1 to damage, maybe? Something like that.
Just gonna have to look. I'm gonna lose 1 HP per level though, which kind of sucks.
Is there not 1 year from May that you have? Or is it this coming May you'll turn
That's a good
45?
point, Neal, because it should be 45 years on Earth.
Right, so when you hit 45,
Right, you started the campaign at 41.
he started at
Yeah, I
40.
guess.
He's aged 1 year, and then he
So it's
magically aged
41.
3
So
years.
doesn't he turn 44 in May and not 45?
No, he just aged 3 years right now.
Yeah.
So he's 41 plus 3 is 44, and now he'll be 45 in May.
How long have we been going? A year and a bit.
Year and a half.
Okay, yeah. And I'm gonna lose 1 to hit and 6 HP.
Yep.
Okay.
So if
I'm
for
sorry,
the
Nick.
people in chat that are somewhat rioting, go turn to page 33 of the player's handbook and read the rules. It makes perfect sense.
I'm actually curious.
Yep, go ahead and read the rules.
It is weird that elves get the aging effect when it mentions that elves do not die from old age.
Yeah, well,
Not dying and not becoming frail are different things.
I think it's meant to be that, though, that elves don't like wither away with age.
so you guys are just, let's keep moving.
I
keep
can't.
going.
I'm like lost in the lighting.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where everyone is.
We're going
let's-
bottom left. Central room.
Yeah,
and
but
then
I
down.
can't. We're like stuck in weird.
You can see Yaramir's light, right?
Well,
Yeah.
but we can only move where there's
There we
light, and these people run off, and then we don't see them.
I think that's the Yarmir's like looking at the wall, like, ooh, this is, and then he looks up and everyone's fucking gone. And you're like, where the hell did they go? The party is
What's the month now, by the way?
November.
Ah, great. All right.
And
What's
Where you
down
guys-
here? This is Malchus, right? I'm in the bottom left one. Same deal, is it?
Yeah, I'll start going in. I've got the longest vision range because I can
Yes,
see.
this is just like the other two chambers.
How long does your detect magic last, Yarmir?
2 rounds per level, so 20.
All right.
12 minutes.
So in here, you don't see anything magical?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Neal.
You do not see anything magical. No.
Okay.
At the
Alright.
end of this hallway, there is another little silver statue type thingy. It is a silver vortex, kind of like a tornado or a whirlpool or something that balances on a one small point and comes up a few feet, and no, not a few feet, like maybe a foot, into a wide vortex at the top and then down. To a
Been
small-
there, done that in a previous life. I'm done with Malchus. Let's move on.
Let's check the last one before we can go to the central chamber. All right,
This
guys.
feels. All right, that's fine.
Part of me thinks that we're supposed to take the statues, but
We're missing something. I don't know what it is, but these don't exist just to like give you a fight and then nothing.
Yeah.
exists, right?
yeah. And there's
We're
another
not
silver
exploring this adequately.
We might need the statues later to get past a door or something like that.
Maybe. That might be.
What is the range on your infravision, Ferris?
60 feet.
Okay.
I wonder where the ghost came from.
Maybe there's
I'm wondering
another
if it was
secret door.
spawned by the statue, which would be concerning because we might need to get 3 more.
Yeah, that would be because if it's just
I'm
the
like in the
zombies.
walls now. There we go.
It's a.
I'm going back.
Next time we'll let the young man tank the ghost.
We
That'd
can.
be you.
Yeah, I'm like 30 or something. I can probably take an age or two.
Couldn't we, Yaramir? The bodies didn't move when you touched them.
No,
They didn't animate.
no.
If we do need these statues, we could always decapitate them before taking them.
Sure. Yeah, that might work.
But as it is right now, let's just leave it alone. Just make sure
Yeah, I
there's
agree. I think the desecration of the dead is probably not a great way to avoid zombies.
It's great.
But
Yeah.
that could be a possibility if we need the statues later and we keep running into zombie problems.
If it
Oh,
comes
yeah,
down to that.
I walked down. What was the silver thing on the pedestal, Neal? Quick
There
description.
is a silver thing on the pedestal. Very good
Tell
observation.
us
Yeah,
of
what
Our
was
Lady of Death.
It is a statue of Rossi standing behind a man with her arms wrapped around him, kissing him while he's like falling backwards into her arms.
Okay.
Okay.
Carter's like, fuck that shit, I'm out.
Hey Neil, will I lose that 6 HP or will I just lose the +1 from future?
Your con will go down and you will no longer have had a +1 to con for all of your HP, so your HP will decline. Yes.
Are there any real walls in here, or are they all shelves?
No, most of the, except for, yeah, the 4 burial rooms that you've been in are shelved walls. Everything else is regular wall.
But in these hallways, it's just nothing but whatever those are called, where the people are interned and like shelves.
So there are bodies in these hallways.
No, not the one that you're in, just the 4.
Okay.
Just the 4 chambers. I keep getting into the walls by mistake. There we go. Damn it, where to go? Oh, I'm on top of Ferris. Oh, hey, there. Nope. Maybe.
All right, let's carry on. So Yaramir, what does the map say is down here?
By down here, what do you mean?
So right from the central chamber.
From the central kind of chamber to the right, there's 2 buildings. There's one that's kind of to the westish, and that one is a priest burial hall. And then the one like to the east of that, but has that little loop-de-doopy-doop, right? The smiley face hallway. That one is labeled as reflection chamber.
And
So,
what's straight ahead?
so we want to take a left first then, because that's the
Dead end.
yeah. Might as well get that squared away. Make sure nothing's gonna attack us from
All
behind.
right, still checking the floors, Neil. I round this corner.
All right. You step into a room. The north side and half of the south side of the room have those tomb slots in the walls. Ledger stones decorate the ground, indicating bodies buried under them. The names of probably priests and clerics, going by the name of this room, are written on the ledger stones on the ground.
I think if anyone was going to be buried with wealth, it'd be these guys.
Is the your detect magic still running?
It's still running. There's no magic detected in the room. And Yaramir, since you can read Caledonian, you can see that all the names on the ledger stones are names of priests and clerics with ranks of high honor. It's like His Grace so-and-so, Her Great Ladyship, blah, 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 blah. You know?
Okay, so
Interesting.
we might get great treasure for them, but we might also have to fight high-level clerics if we try it.
Let's finish
There-
exploring. Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
I mean-
do you want to try opening one of them? Does your detection spell work through the stone?
I don't think so.
There's a
think
certain amount of
yeah.
stone that'll
I
block it.
think
I don't
it
know
gets
how much.
blocked by a certain thickness of stone, and I could tell you what that was.
I think
Well,
it's a foot.
I was asking Yaramir more than I was asking Greg, I guess.
Yeah, I mean Yaramir would know that stone blocks it for sure.
Yeah, so that's not necessarily to say there's nothing in there.
Do you want to risk fighting more clerics?
No. Not now. I say we explore the rest of the tomb first.
a foot or more thickness? That's a pretty thick. That's a pretty thick sarcophagus if it's more than a foot.
Yeah.
So it's probably...
I mean,
working.
we can see the lid, right? Do we have a rough idea of how thick the lid is? Because then if you look down on them...
No, because the lid is based, set into the ground, so it's smooth with it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's like if you
Oh,
go
so they're
into,
literally built into the ground.
yeah, like if you go into like the old churches around, you'll see like grave markers inlaid into the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
All right.
The reflection chamber, right?
We're pretty close to
The end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go south now. It's this weird little spirally. Is everyone still with me?
Yes.
Grimes, Varus? Grimes, Yaramir, are you down there?
Yeah, they're
I
here,
think
they're
so. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
following Grimes and Ferris. Oh yeah, I see you now.
Okay.
This is just more of the same hallways, same stonework everywhere. Ground's
Stop.
a little bit worn.
There's something
yeah,
up here.
Absolutely. There's a fountain in front of you, and it is shedding light.
Can I get half onto a square to like peek around this corner?
Yeah, if you
I'll
hold
just
Alt,
do
you
that.
can-
I'll
you
put
can
myself
half
there.
move.
This seems unusual, guys.
Perhaps it's a fountain of eternal youth. You should drink from it, William.
I could do with that. Also, not funny.
Hey, I got aged more than you. I have a right to complain.
Sure. You step into this room, and there's a fountain with water in it.
Is it
and-
running?
No, it's just kind of still water.
Does it look clean or does it look stagnant?
It looks stagnant and dusty.
What do you sense, Yaramir?
The fountain is emanating light, and Yarmir can detect magic on the fountain. A faint aura of magic.
Can you detect the school?
10% chance per level. Yes. It is.
And if it is
Strength.
eternal youth, it would be necromancy.
Well, if it was eternal youth, it probably wouldn't be faint light either, or a faint aura.
Oh, that's true. If it is a
Yeah.
de-aging thing of any kind, though, I'm saying it would be necromancy because that's
It
what that
is alteration.
Continue a light.
Anything else in here? What are these? Are they benches?
They are benches. And Ferris.
Hmm.
What is that sense? There's something on the back of your neck that's ringing, or tingling you.
tingling. Is it like my elven senses for secrets?
God damn it! There's another hidden door nearby.
Stop. Ferris does like this big show of it. He like sniffs at the air and he starts like slowly feeling around. He like gets down on all fours at one point. He like starts like scanning the tile work and like looking for little bumps or accentuations. You see him like go like press his ear to the walls and he like slowly feels his way across them.
It's that
where?
eastern wall. I'm sorry, the western wall, right by where you're standing, right behind that bench. You can, now that you're looking at it, you can see that there's a slight crack in the wall, like the first one, where there's got to be some sort of like sliding wall thingy going on.
There's probably a lever nearby.
All right, we'll search for the lever.
Yep. Let me so this fountain isn't moving anymore. Does it look like it has any like part on the top that I could like twist or turn to see if it moves like a lever?
No, it's there's no rising. It's just like maybe a pond might be a better description. It's just like walls with water.
It's at ground level.
Yeah, it's at like knee level.
Okay.
It kind of raises up.
Looking underneath the benches and stuff, do I see anything that could make like a?
There's a little button under that bench.
All right, I press the button.
The wall begins to shift, and there's a grinding of stone on stone.
Nice work, Faris.
Whoops, that looks funky. It should be on the map layer. There you go.
I think Grimes is staring into this reflecting pool.
Oh, and I need to remove the light so you can actually see through it.
Yep.
Fancy a drink, Grimes?
Huh? What? I look
Fancy a drink? It's magic.
It's glowing, right? You said it was. I assumed when you said it was giving off a light, I thought you meant the detect magic.
It is literally emanating light.
Okay.
I think I'd rather not touch anything in here.
Mm-hmm. All right.
If only you thought of that earlier.
You know, I guess do I know I've been aged? Really? We've talked about it.
I mean, you haven't seen it. You can see that Ferris is physically different looking. He looks a little bit older.
No,
it probably doesn't feel like aged, right? It feels like your energy was drained.
I mean, I think
your life was drained.
That he looks like he is aged because his hair went a little more gray, right? He's got like some clear gray streaks going in his beard now.
Yeah.
I'd probably relay that he looks older.
Yeah.
You know, after this expedition's over, I've got precious little time left with my family, Grimes, and I don't appreciate you robbing me of 3 years of it. I didn't say that, but that's how I feel.
So it looks like William and Ferris alone are going
waiting
into
for
this back
Yaramir.
chamber.
Yeah, I think I looked back at one point like, oh god, damn it! Wait here for a second, and he goes traipsing back.
What are they
Get
summoning
over
for
here.
as well?
William,
Are
you
there
come.
frightening things down this hallway? I've been nervous to go down this hallway because we've kind of ignored it.
With the one on your right?
Yeah.
Where the
I mean, you can see some statues.
I'd take a look down it, and I guess I just go this way.
Yaramir, get back here.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
coming.
William, you enter this room. There are shelves on the walls. There is a box that is open that has a couple thousand coins in it. You notice on the walls there are some bricks, like some bars of silver. There are papers and parchments. There's even like a stack of letters that have been bound with twine. There are 5 potions on the shelves and 10 broken potions on the ground. There's all sorts of stuff in here.
Looking at the letters, I kind of like flip one of them open. Are they in like Caldonian or something?
Yeah, they're in Keldonian.
Okay, I pass them off to Yaramir.
Let's get this stuff up to the surface.
Well, yeah,
Neal,
we
what
should
are the
probably-
dimensions of this closet?
10 by 10.
10 by 10. Just checking.
We should probably end here for the day because this is the end of our game.
Oh,
We
no.
will come back next week. No, not next week. The week after next.
We'll need to talk scheduling.
We'll
Yeah.
come
I
back in the
can't do
future.
next week. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be back one day to see what's going on in here. But I'm gonna give you guys a real. Oh, chat can't see the map, but it doesn't matter. There's nothing interesting on the map.
Yeah.
I
it was
will
literally
give
like a
you-
hallway and then a 10 by 10 empty tile. Don't worry about it.
I will give you a quick breakdown of what's in here because I don't want to leave you in suspense all month long. There are 500 gold coins, 600 silver coins, 1,500 copper coins. There are 50 bars of silver that weigh 10 pounds each. There are various letters and documents which Yaramir can translate to deeds to lands and businesses, letters of investments and loan records, and interest rates to various people. There is a small stack of love letters between a Count Diana and a Lady Gabrielle that makes it very clear that they're lovers, but like Count Diana must be married and running Swampside. So they're like having to set up these secret trysts on the sides. There are 5 potions, which I will leave you in suspense about. And there are 2 scrolls that contain spells on them.
Can we know what spells?
We wouldn't even know their spells, right? It would be an undecipherable language.
You can tell that it's magic undecipherable versus right.
Yes, they're very clearly magically written scrolls, and there are sections where like there's writing, and then there's like a blank section that would never be intentionally left blank with a little bit of singed marks that looks like a spell has already been cast off of the scroll. And
Can
then
we
like
know if they're priest scrolls or Yaramir scrolls? We'll investigate later.
we'll find out the details of the potions and the scrolls next time.
Potion of youth. Yes.
So that is going to be it for today's Frozen Frontier.
Can we take all this stuff up to the surface and end there? No?
Yeah, if it's a safe trek back, then
That's fine.
okay.
And
We
that's
hold
End on the
stuff back up.
surface.
And that feels better for so next time we'll pick up by going back into the dungeon or
Yeah.
whatever we wind up doing next time. But
Yep. You can be investigating all the stuff on the surface.
Okay.
yeah,
Discussion thread is already up, so head
Wonderful.
over there if you want to discuss this.
I'm sorry I set off the trap.
It's all right. It's all right. It was bound to happen, right? We were bound to trigger
Yeah.
at least one of them.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Don't worry.
We will do XP when they finish the tomb.
Sounds good.
I'm so close to the next level.
Okay. Anything we should have to say? Anyone have anything they want to say before we head out for the day?
Good game. Glad
Yeah.
to get stuck into a dungeon, even if it was a bit close on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel shitty for Nick, but yeah, narratively aging William will probably
It's
interesting
fine.
storyline implications.
A few HP is not a big deal.
Yeah.
Once a hit, it's not a huge deal.
You might even level by the time you get there, so you'll offset it with your next HP roll.
Yeah, hopefully.
3
Yeah.
years of your life isn't that big of a deal.
No, I mean like character-wise it is, but in terms of like combatability, it's not huge.
Yeah. -1 to hit kind of sucks, but you're super powerful anyways.
Yeah.
I guess that's it for us. Unless anyone has any amazing announcements. Ryan, did you discover a new thing this week?
No, but I did take a very important exam.
Oh yeah, how did it go?
Passed. Pass. That's what matters, right?
Nailed.
Officially.
I gotta get going, guys. Can we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Then I guess we're done.
Let's wrap this up.
We're done.
All right.
We'll see you guys later. Bye.